The Memphis Symphony Orchestra is the Mid-South's resident professional orchestra, presenting masterworks, chamber, and pops concerts during the regular season of September through May. Lively and dynamic, the MSO is a regional cornerstone and a hallmark of Memphis's economic development. Serving the mission to create meaningful experiences through music, the MSO family of talented musicians, dedicated staff, and supportive volunteers enrich diverse audiences in the tri-state region of Western Tennessee with programming and activities of high artistic merit and strong civic relevance. As a key nonprofit arts organization, the value of the Memphis Symphony Orchestra to the community results from creative, talented people delivering meaningful services. The MSO is directed by a board of community, business, music, and civic leaders. The rich musical heritage of Memphis and its surrounding areas had already produced earlier incarnations of a Memphis Symphony, along with local and regional musicians performing as early as the 1930s. Many of these Memphis pioneers founded organizations like the Casino Club, the Philharmonic Society, and later the Beethoven Club to promote and sustain the music they loved. Anchored by the tradition and the love of music, the Memphis Sinfonietta was formed in 1952. Its 21 musicians presented their first concert in January 1953 at the Goodwin Institute located at 2nd and Madison Avenue in Memphis, Tennessee. In 1958, performances relocated to Ellis Auditorium to accommodate the growing audiences for live symphonic music. Ellis Auditorium was later renamed after the Sinfonietta's founding conductor, Vincent DeFrank. By 1960, the ever-expanding Sinfonietta had grown into the Memphis Symphony Orchestra, under the organizational umbrella of Memphis Orchestral Society, Incorporated. The Memphis Symphony Orchestra solidified itself as a cultural cornerstone and a principal contributor to the music of Memphis, music which is both an essential industry and a regional legacy. In January 2003, after a 6-year renovation of the DeFrank Auditorium, the MSO came home to the Cannon Center for the Performing Arts, one of the nation's best acoustic facilities for live orchestral music. The MSO has only had 4 music directors or conductors. Alan Balter replaced Maestro DeFrank as music director and conductor in 1984. Less than a year after Balter retired in 1998, Maestro David LaBelle joined the Memphis Symphony. Maestro LaBelle retired in 2010 and is replaced by current music director Mayan Chen. Through Maestro Chen, who also leads the Chicago Sinfonietta, a nationally celebrated Latino and African American orchestra, diversity has become part of the MSO's DNA and has benefited greatly from her love and promotion of young prodigy musicians of minority heritage. Chen's passion and position was the catalyst behind the formation of Mayan's Circle of Friends, an all-woman philanthropic arm of the orchestra that raised over $500,000 in 3 seasons. The group also commissioned new works based on the life of Martin Luther King and produced a cross-genre community concert drawing over 4,000 people in the fall of 2015 at the Levitt Shell, celebrating the works of African-American composers. Maestro Chen's tenure has helped to evolve the orchestra into the confident, determined community asset it is today. Chen passes the baton to Robert Moody in late summer of 2016, leaving unprecedented spikes in subscription sales and new ticket buyers representing diverse cultural groups across Memphis. MSO welcomes Moody as its principal conductor for the 2016-17 and the 2017-18 seasons. Moody brings an astonishing passion to the podium and years of experience. He is regarded as a highly talented, passionate, and flamboyant conductor. MSO musicians play an active and essential role in developing and delivering education and community engagement programs. These programs reflect their unique abilities and talents and reach over 30,000 students, as well as engaging over 75,000 people annually through the community events and performances. Events include the Kappa Virtuosi Initiative, a partnership between the Memphis Symphony that is designed to specifically address particular areas of need in the instrumental music program at Colonial Middle and Overton High Schools. The partnership emphasizes a conservatory or apprenticeship approach where professional musicians guide small group or individual instruction as a deepening of the curriculum. Music mentoring. MSO musicians mentor students at Soulsville Charter School on a weekly basis throughout the school year. The mentoring partnership uses music as a way to effect significant changes to students' knowledge, behavior, and thinking. Young People's Concerts. Presented at the Cannon Center, these concerts are programmed to correspond with the academic standards for grades 3 through 5. An integrated classroom curriculum provided by the Shelby County Schools assists teachers in exploring connections between music and other subject areas. Each concert brings together an audience of students from Shelby County Schools, private and other area independent schools to experience classical masterworks performed by the full orchestra. Educational ensembles. MSO brass, string, and woodwind ensembles conduct in-school performances that familiarize students with classical repertoire and help to develop active listening skills. Family Tunes and Tales. A series of free concerts at public libraries for families with young children. The experience engages the listening skills of children as they enjoy a storybook reading and thematically related craft activity. Musicians from MSO chamber ensembles representing each of the 4 different sections of the orchestra, strings, brass, woodwinds, and percussion, visit libraries throughout the greater Memphis region from November to May. Librarians, volunteers, and musicians work in harmony to bring classic children's tales to life through narration, music, and hands-on activity. Drum circles. Serving special needs and at-risk community groups, the Drum Circle program is a weekly program that enables students and community members to participate in therapeutic drumming as a means to deal with life stresses and personal development challenges. Leading from Every Chair. A day-long training workshop for corporate management that uses the orchestra's artistic assets to examine essential leadership, decision-making, motivational strategies, nonverbal communications, risk-taking, and much, much more. Through a series of hands-on activities, Leading from Every Chair pulls back the curtain on the MSO to reveal the qualities of effective teamwork, successful leadership, and creative problem-solving that all culminate in superior performance.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the Memphis Symphony Radio Hour. I'm
The
Sandy
WKNO Radio Hour broadcast explores musical history themes and previews upcoming MSO concerts. The show airs on Fridays at 3 p.m. The Memphis Symphony Orchestra Big Band is a 12-piece musical ensemble performing dance standards from the 1930s and 40s. In addition to serving the community through music, the Big Band is a music archive. The music performed has been preserved from WREC Radio, formerly located in the basement of the historic Peabody Hotel in downtown Memphis. Behind the success of the MSO over the years is the fundraising support of the Memphis Symphony League. Since 1958, approximately 250 active league members have helped to support the operating budget of the MSO. The league is recognized as one of the most successful symphony orchestra support groups in the country for its fundraising, ticket sales, promotions, and community education programs. In 1965, the Memphis Symphony Chorus began with 30 singers under the direction of Maestro Vincent DeFrank and rehearsed by Sarah Beth Causey. Today, more than 140 singers add to their ranks twice a year through an audition process. The chorus is under the direction of Dr. Lawrence Edwards, coordinator of choirs at the University of Memphis. Dr. Edwards performs with the orchestra several times each season. The Memphis Youth Symphony was established in 1966 and now includes 4 musical organizations whose teenage members are chosen by competitive audition. The MSO believes in giving back to the community that nurtures it. Figures from the American Symphony Orchestra League indicates that the Memphis Symphony, one of more than 30 regional orchestras in the United States, is one of the country's leading providers of free community service concerts. In 2015, MSO received a generous $1 million gift from the Helen and J.B. Hardin Charitable Trust. The gift, earmarked for the 2015-16 and 2016-17 seasons, is for the purpose of enhancing the symphony's education and outreach programs. The orchestra's education program will be titled the Hardin Charitable Trust Music Education Program. In February 2016, the Memphis Symphony was awarded a grant from the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation for planning a Musician Diversity Fellowship Program. A multi-layered approach to the MSO's future includes artistic excellence in the concert hall, educational engagement to coach, teach, and mentor our youth, and a diversity and inclusion program to build a resonant and sustainable relationship with the Memphis community. The grant from the Mellon Foundation will allow the MSO to explore a diversity fellowship program which fits directly into the vision of the Memphis Symphony Orchestra. The Memphis Symphony Orchestra is often compared to the phoenix that rises from the ashes to be born again from fire. The dedication of its musicians, staff, volunteers, and patrons fuels the fire that drives the MSO to succeed in adding artistic vibrancy to the city and supporting the creative culture needed to attract industry and talent. In the spirit of the musical pioneers that laid the foundation for what the Memphis Symphony Orchestra has come to stand for, please join us in celebrating through the power of music and education our community's own identities and values.